hey. This stream is underway. We have got Virginia at Duke. It's tied up at 5 here early in the first half. And it's going to be a tough task for Virginia. Duke is upset. They lost to Syracuse recently. They're looking for payback. And it's probably going to be against Virginia. All right, Virginia's got it. They're going to drive the lane, go for the layup, and good. I got to make sure I don't blow a gasket and overmodulate. I'm Bone Crusher Wilson. Bring you live play-by-play reaction. Duke in the paint. No good. Putback is good. They know how to rebound. Seven, 15-44. For 3, no good. No good. All right, tied up at 7. Duke has it. Top of the key. Get inside the paint. Kick it out. Drive the lane. Stripped. And there is a whistle. Big guy, Williamson. All right, that is going to be a timeout, I believe, here. We'll bring in the Spanish broadcasting crew here for you in a little while so you can hear what they sound like. All right, it is tied up at 7 here early at Duke. And I'm going to feel bad for Virginia because Duke is coming in off a tough loss when Syracuse beat them. So they're in payback mode. We are in a commercial. We are in a break, so let's take a quick break.
More McFun at the McWendy's. This time I actually decided to get out of my car, not hit the drive-through lane, go inside, and order talking to an actual person. But to the guy behind me, you want to take your receipt and go sit the fuck down. They put a little number on there. They'll call your name when it's ready. You know, they got like a little microphone, and they'll be like, Bob, your pizza's ready. And then you can go up there and get your food. So the fact that I sit down and I'm not hovering over the counter waiting for my food to come out really just confuses him and throws him for a loop. So he thinks, of course, the next order coming out is his. So he's hovering over the counter, and wouldn't you know it, you know, he's got his nose, his schnoz halfway up my fries, and he's nibbling at my food before he realizes, oh, well, that's not mine. So, dude, sit down. They'll call your number. You can show a little class. Wait just an extra second. I'm angry, and I don't know why. Ah.
All right, we are in a break right now. Tied up at 7. Number 4, Virginia. And I don't know if if the Blue Devils will stay ranked number 1. They definitely need a win if they want to stay number 1. Because they just had that loss to Syracuse. All right, welcome aboard. I am Bone Crusher Wilson, bringing you play-by-play reaction video of tonight's ACC Game of the Week, sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. That's treasurehunt.ga. And we are back from break here as Duke prepares to shoot 2. Big guy Williamson is going to be at the line, and he is going to be a hot commodity. It was really the first time I sat down and watched this kid play a few days ago at Syracuse, and quite impressive. All right, well, he nails that free throw, and it's going to be 9-7 Duke. All right, top of the key, Virginia trying to move it around. Tight man-to-man defense from Duke. Virginia drives a lane, and that is another layup. Who is this short white kid driving the lane with another layup on Duke? I gotta figure out who that is. So that's gonna tie it up 9-9. Okay, well, they said that was not a basket before the foul on the last possession. Then Virginia turned it over, so Duke has it, and it's still 9-7. Duke trying to run a little pick and roll, nothing there. Kicks it out for three, no good. Gets their own rebound. Duke's going to reset here. All right, they're looking to set a screen, nothing there. Lose control, they pick it back up. Ankle breaking moves into the paint for two. There he is, Williamson. Man, he had 30-something against Syracuse a few nights ago. So, boy, he's a one-man show. Look at that. He's making people break their ankles. Two people can't defend him. He makes it look easy. He's a man among kids for today. He's going to go to the line, too. And he makes it for a three-point play. It's 12-7 Duke. Wow. All right, Virginia wants to answer back. They're going to try to get inside. Stripped. Somehow gets it back. Two-man pressure defense. Behind the back pass. Driving the line. Baseline. And there is a foul on Duke. We're going to bring in coverage from ESPN and let you listen to these two guys, Yogi and Panda.
Su próximo tiro, si lo mete, empata la marca de todos los tiempos en tiros consecutivos encestados.
Ah, bueno.
Oh, it's that little white kid again.
Acá.
Must be their point guard.
Kyle Guy con 4 puntos, acerca a 3 a Virginia. Ahora Barrett, una de circo, la pelota entró y salió, el rebote ofensivo para Bolden. Le llega la presión, Zion Williamson hacia afuera, Reddish con Barrett. Barrett en la penetración, Cristal no entró, la pelota no quiere. Otra vez Barrett, Cristal para adentro, ahora sí, 14-9.
El jugador canadiense que será el primero o segundo seleccionado en el sorteo de la NBA el año entrante va a ser o él o Williamson, dependiendo del equipo y qué es lo que esté buscando. Un extraordinario jugador de primer año.
Y algunos que dicen que el canadiense es el jugador más pulido de los dos. Allá Hunter termina anotando. Es de 2, 14-11.
Él es el líder anotador del ACC, promediando 23.4 puntos por partido.
Yeah. No, there's just a little sneak peek for you, a little tune-in of the Spanish broadcasting crew that has tonight's game. All right, we are now 16-11 Duke. Virginia has it across midcourt. Duke staying with the man-to-man defense. Virginia can't penetrate the lane. They're going to shoot a long jumper. No good. Rebound, Duke. Cross mid-floor. Driving the lane. Falling back. Shoots 2. No good. Rebound, Virginia. They're down by 5 here with 11:55. And it's going to be a tall order for Virginia. A very good team to beat Duke at Duke after Duke had that loss. Stream Health is checking in good. All right, let's go back to yoga and the pandy. We are in a break. Hey, it is Wilson, and I just got a text message from Phone Boy. He says, I gotta watch this awful, terrible movie called Night Riders from 1981 starring Ed Harris, who was in Truman Show, Apollo 13, and some other high-profile movies. And before I watch any movie, I like to watch the trailer and see if I really want to invest myself in it. So it's as bad as he say it is. Phone Boy, I'll definitely be watching this again. We are in a commercial trailer for Night Riders. We're in a commercial break. And you can tell already it's a bad movie by the fonts. I just had a dream I was in a terrible movie.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land
and worked at medieval times,
searching for adventure. Ready to brave any challenge. Night Riders.
F yeah. I'm in.
Disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death. Night
Yes. This is what I needed in my life.
Adventure.
Sure.
Romance.
MILF.
Heraldry.
Motorcycles.
Pageantry.
And I'm all about the pageantry.
Magic got to do with the soul, man.
Yeah.
And the soul
Jive turkey.
Night Riders. They ride
That's
for
Ed
the
Harris.
crown. They fight for honor.
Charles Emerson Winchester III.
Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Why do you dress like you're in the Renaissance Festival?
Following a dream as far
I was in the
as
right
it takes.
stuff, for God's sakes.
Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore.
This is what happens when the
Yeah, it is.
Renaissance Festival closes down, people. Hey, can I borrow your cod piece? That's the guy from Criminal Minds.
You think it's breaking up? It's money, Bill.
Hey, I'm only the key guy on the movie set. I'm not really in the movie. Yeah, I'm not even in the movie. Don't worry.
Uncomfortable places. Damn uncomfortable.
I guess so. That is
Throw down the
a turn down service.
challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live.
Not here. Sundays, 7 to 9 in medieval times. Tim Meadows.
Night Riders.
The great George A.
Legend
Romero.
is born.
I feel blessed. Thank you for that blessing, Phone Boy. Wow. All right, I'll definitely be watching that. Wilson out. I still haven't sat down to watch that. And we are back here, Virginia at Duke. Home game for Duke, who looked to make some revenge, make somebody pay for that loss they had to Syracuse. I don't envy Virginia today. All right, Duke has it. They're at the top of the key, passing around, pushing the baseline, missing the jam. Rebound, Virginia, and there is a foul. Looks like that's going to be on Virginia. Welcome aboard. I am Bone Crusher Wilson, bringing you all the live play-by-play reaction for tonight's ACC matchup, Duke and Virginia. First free throw attempt, no good. We've already got 1 like and 1 dislike. So go ahead, like and subscribe.
1 dislike.
Yeah, I've already got a dislike. I know. See what happens? People, they check in and think they're looking for the game of like, what is this shit? And he misses another free throw, but the refs are stopping play there. I don't know if somebody was over the line or was leaning in too far. They're going to throw that one. They're going to do that again. All right. It is 16-13 Duke, and free throw attempt is good. 17-13 here with 11:37. The Duke crowd making some noise. Tight man-to-man defense. That's about all I've seen from them in the last 5 or 6 quarters. Underneath for the jam. Wide open. Virginia converts. And it's 17-15. All right, Duke is trying to find an open shot. Think about the three and take the three and drain the three. It is 20-15. And I'm having a hard time with these Spanish broadcasters I have to deal with. All right, Virginia thinking about their own three, but instead jams it. Fakes the three, runs on in, and stuffs it home. I didn't see who that was. The tall, skinny white kid. All right, Duke has it. Passing around top of the key. Man-to-man defense from Virginia. If Duke makes a run, they'll probably switch to a zone. That's my guess. Syracuse had a lot of success. Duke drives the lane. No good. Foul on Virginia. Yeah, that guy's like 7 foot. It took him like, they're showing the replay, it took him like 2 steps to make a dunk from the 3-point line. I mean, golly, he's tall. All right, that might, Duke goes for the shot there, partially deflected. I don't know what happened there, but it's going to be a turnover. And we're going to have some personnel changes here. Welcome aboard. I am Cruasher Wilson from Panama City Beach, bringing you live ACC coverage brought to you by treasurehunt.ga. Number 4, Virginia in the house at Duke. Head into the chat box. G from the 562 says, I agree. I'm worried Duke without Trey Jones will have trouble scoring. Master chiming in the chat box. Well, that's a valid concern, Master. You can comment in the chat box. Love to hear your thoughts on tonight's game. All right, Duke has it, spins around in the paint, tries to get it up, and it is knocked way out of bounds by Virginia. Statement. I know it's a 3-point game. And Williamson got rejected. Turnover. Driving the lane, Virginia. Oh, and that they lost control there. That kid has been on fire tonight, that short point guard, but he lost control on that drive. Duke takes it up the court and turns it right back over. Virginia going to take it up across midcourt. And they're passing around top of the key. And they got nothing but white kids out there. Yeah, that's right, the entire Virginia team. Oh, and he misses the layup. Williamson, the big guy, court-to-court jam. He takes it all the way down the court, gets the foul, slams with authority. Duke fans are flipping out, man. That was impressive. So he gets the rebound underneath the basket and just drives it home all the way. There's a big foul at the end, but that wasn't even enough. The foul came right on his forearm. Anybody else, that foul would have been a no-go on the shot. But he has the strength, Williamson. That foul didn't matter. He finished strong to the hole. bring in the Spanish crew for a little play-by-play in
Eso lo pone
Spanish
en la banca, eso
for
es
you.
importante, porque ahora van a tener problemas defensivamente y reboteando de nuevo. Tuvo una contribución importante, Huff.
Hunter que se la dio a Clark. 8 en el cronómetro. Clark en contra de Williamson, que es más grande. Se la dio a Hunter. 3 para tirar. Conecta Hunter.
Hunter
Uno
connects.
ve a DeAndre Hunter y tirar así 3 de 4. Lindo tiro, muchísima confianza desde la línea de 3. Nunca titubeó.
All right, those are the Spanish announcers over on ESPN. Let you listen to a little bit of that. All right, it is Virginia at Duke. Welcome aboard. 5-point lead for Duke right now. Virginia is going to take it across midcourt with 8:02 in the first half. All right, the point guard is going to step back for 3 and drains it. This kid is on fire. That's got to be about 9 or 10 points for him early. Is that Guy? That's their point guard, Guy. Williamson shoots 2, makes it, and gets fouled again. They got to quit fouling this guy. There's no point in it. You can't foul. You can't. It's not helping. Williamson just looking impressive. I know some folks are worried about the injuries for Duke. Master mentioned Jones out, trouble scoring. I think he was out against Syracuse. Is that right? That made it tough there. Mas grande, yeah. He's huge. He's huge. We are in a break right now. So let's take a quick time out ourselves. What do you say?
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow 1 baby. So we'll poison one with some American soft drinks. And get that kid a diaper before he goes to the bathroom on somebody. You buy #1 American White Devil soda.
So you don't really know what's...
Fortunately, the players are playing.
Frankie Chung has dishonored his ancestors making this. I choo-choo chang you.
All right, we are in a break. Welcome aboard. I'm Bone Crusher Wilson. Like and subscribe. Tonight's play-by-play reaction video sponsored by treasurehunt.ga. Later on, I'll show you some of the cool swag, some of the sports items over at treasurehunt.ga. Or if you want to get something for your girlfriend, treasurehunt.ga. It's up on the screen by the scoreboard. All right, we got 5 folks in the chat box. Welcome aboard. You can comment, and we go to the chat box during the breaks and get everyone up to speed on some of the hot topics here. Our moderator, AB Athens. I didn't tell him I was doing the game, so I don't know if he's going to be by or not. He might make a presence as well. We are in a timeout right now. The network is in a break. For example, here is show you this luggage tag. Yeah, you put that on like your suitcase, so you can tell your suitcase apart from everyone else's. And Joe Blow doesn't take your luggage, and you got to tackle his ass in the terminal because he's about to go to Hawaii with your freaking duffel bag full of marijuana you're trying to smuggle across. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff like that. And if you want to be real jackass, we got a Dallas Cowboys luggage tag. That's all right. Looks like we are coming back to action. Yeah, Mas Grande. These Spanish announcers figuring out real quick who Williamson is, and I guess everyone's expecting him to go pro next year. even though this is his first season, I believe. He makes the free throw. 3-point play for Williamson. All right, Virginia slowly going to take it up. Man-to-man defense. They show for 3. No good. Get their own rebound. Williamson knocks it out of bounds. Interferes with that. And Virginia will retain possession. 7-18, 5-point game. Where you listening from? Where you at? Hit us up in the chat box. All right, Virginia throws it in, trying to set the offense. They're looking for an open. He gets about a foot of space, misses a shot from the free throw line. That point guard, though, has been playing really well early. All right, Duke is going to set up at the top of the key. Trying to pass it around, but they've moved to a zone defense on Duke. He was open down low, but couldn't get possession. They kick it out for 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound, and the ref is going to whistle that on Duke on that rebound attempt. So Virginia's going to get that back here with 6:44 in the first half, trailing by 5. Duke looking for revenge after they lost to Syracuse. They want blood, and it's probably going to be Virginia's blood tonight. They are down at least one man. Maybe was it 1 or 2 starters out tonight for Duke. But this kid Williamson, Mas Grande. All right, Virginia drives the paint, tries to get the high 2-point layup, and no good. Looks like Virginia was fouled on that, so they will retain possession. Make sure you like and subscribe. I've got 1 like and 1 dislike. I'd like to have more likes and dislikes. I guess the refs are talking this over. So they got to sort this out here. I guess they're just trying to decide who fouled who. There's like 4 people going up for that rebound, and no one came down with it. Well, why don't we take this opportunity to listen in on the game in Spanish tonight.
Permitido más de 31 puntos en una mitad. Estaban ganando Boston College 43-31 el 9 de enero. Esa es la mayor cantidad de puntos permitidos.
Quick
Duke está
foul
4
against Duke.
faltando 6:30.
Si es que alguna vez deciden seguir jugando también.
Y bueno, eso sí.
Virginia going to bring it back in. Tight defense
Ahora
from
sí,
Duke.
la pelota circulando Hunter. Con
Point
Clark.
guard's got it. He doesn't need a whole lot of space. He gets into the lane,
Penetración.
kicks it out for 3.
Hunter de 3.
Hunter
falla.
misses it. Rebound
Rebote
Duke.
para Cam Reddish.
Yeah, we'll
Estos
listen to a
son
little
dos
bit of this
equipos que juegan a
Spanish
ritmos
play-by-play for a
tan
second.
distintos.
Penetración.
Rejected
Otra vez le cerraron la
twice.
puerta a Cam Reddish en las
Duke
narices.
driving the
Llega a
court.
Clark hacia la
Kicks it out
esquina,
for
intento de
3.
3.
No good
Cherry
off the
Roberts, ahí salió.
turnover.
Williamson
Duke gets the
metió el cuerpo
rebound.
y el rebote es para Cam Reddish.
Bueno, qué
And
gran
wonder if
secuencia
that point guard
defensiva
driving the lane
de
should have held
parte
on
de
to it
Jack
instead of
Salt.
kicking it out. But
Puso el pecho, lo sacó como si fuera
that is their
Quintón
point
y
guard
dijo,
guy,
no.
who's cooled off just a little bit. These guys are moving fast tonight. I'll try to keep up. I got to do a better job. All right, Williamson. He's got 2 men on him. He kicks it out.
Encontró a Barrett.
Duke driving the lane.
Barrett penetra, falta.
Tries to get the layup, but he is fouled.
Son dos
Probably
equipos
going
tan,
to the
tan
line here.
distintos. Virginia promedia 60 posesiones por partido. Juegan a un ritmo lento, no tienen prisa, manejan el balón, buscan el mejor disparo después de rotaciones.
Mas Grande.
Les gusta atacar y atacar el aro.
All right, that is the Spanish broadcast from ESPN tonight. Duke's at the line. Makes the first one. And Key is going to come in for Virginia. means their point guard is gone out, so they got the backup point guard in. If I'm seeing that right. 29-22. Virginia has it. They're passing it around, trying to get a screen. Nothing there. Goes through the baseline and jams it home. There is Hunter with the jam. All right, 29-24. Duke's going to drive the lane for an easy 2. Just gets a little leverage. It's about angles here. All right, I'm going to go back to the Spanish broadcast. That's kind of fun.
Y luego eso le abre totalmente el campo.
Y ahora Hunter. 31-26. Zion Williamson. Braxton Keel, que estaba marcándole, le sacaron la pelota a Williamson.
Virginia pushing it wide open.
Y del otro lado la
2
termina.
points.
2 más y la
Defensive
diferencia es de
breakdown.
3.
What was that guy doing? He just ran away from him.
Demasiado el balón Williamson y Ty
Left
Jerome
him uncontested for the easy
Nueva York,
layup.
apenas afuera de la ciudad de Nueva York. A traición se la robó.
That was, I think that was Guy.
Bolden con Barrett.
Bolden for
en la
2.
zona pintada termina depositándola. 33-28.
Una vez que le mandaron el doble marcaje y luego se lo retiraron, sabía que podía ganar el mano a mano.
All right. Enjoying that ESPN coverage there.
Jerome de 3. Falló, perdón. Y la pelota seguirá siendo para Virginia. 3:26 le quedan a la primera mitad. Buen partido tenemos. Esta presentación del baloncesto universitario es traída a ustedes por Smile.
He's talking over the sponsors. You can't do that. We are in a break. More of Virginia at Duke coming up in moments.
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow 1 baby. So we'll poison one with some American soft drinks. And get that kid a diaper before he goes to the bathroom on somebody. You buy #1 American White Devil soda.
Hey.
Frankie Chung has dishonored his ancestors making this.
Says, I gotta watch this.
I choo-choo chang you.
Night Riders from 1981, starring Ed Harris, who was in Truman Show, Apollo 13, and some other high-profile movies. And before I watch any movie, I like to watch the trailer and see if I really want to invest myself in it. So it's as bad as he say it is. Oh boy, I'll definitely be watching this again. Here's the movie trailer for Night Riders. And you can tell already it's a bad movie by the fonts. I just had a dream I was in a terrible movie.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land
and worked at medieval times,
searching for adventure. Ready to brave any challenge. Night Riders.
F yeah, I'm in.
Disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death. Night
Riders. This is what I needed in my life.
Adventure.
Sure.
Romance.
MILF.
Heraldry.
Motorcycles.
Pageantry.
And I'm all about the pageantry.
Magic got to do with the soul, man.
Yeah.
This old guy
Jive
just-
turkey.
Knight Riders. They rise
That's
to
Ed
the
Harris.
crown. They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm evil Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Why do you dress like you're in the Renaissance Festival?
Fighting the dragon.
Following a dream as far
I was in the
as it
right
will take.
stuff, for God's sakes.
Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore.
This is what happens
Some
when the
of us.
Renaissance
It's a lot
Festival
more than
closes
that. It's a
down,
whole
people.
lot more.
Hey,
You
can I
know
borrow
that
your
more.
cod piece? That's the guy from Criminal Minds.
You think it's breaking up? It's money, Bill.
Hey, I'm only the key guy on the movie set. I'm not really in the movie, dude.
Small town jails is uncomfortable places.
We are in a break.
Damn uncomfortable.
I guess so. That is.
Throw down the gauntlet.
It's not much of a
Take up
tuck-in.
the challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live.
Sundays, 7 to 9 on Medieval Times. Tim Meadows.
More McFun.
Wait a
at the
second.
Knight Riders.
The great George. All right, we are back here. Duke with a 3-point lead, 3:09. I'm gonna let these ESPN guys take out the rest of the first half here.
Entonces 33-30 cuando quedan 3 minutos se le dan a Zion Williamson.
Everyone wins a chimichanga. Williamson misses. He misses. Nice move, but the miss.
Y aquí viene Virginia que con un triple puede empatar el partido.
Guy kicks it out.
Ty Jerome caminó ahí, los árbitros lo permitieron. Lo que me gusta de Williamson es que tiene gran velocidad para un hombre de su tamaño.
Sensacional.
Duke, Virginia for 2. Duke with the just enough of the block to deflection kept it from going in, so they get it back. Williamson falls down, turns it over, driving the lane, Virginia, and he gets the left-handed layup.
Y bueno, Williamson está tratando
1 point
de
game.
el juego, pero le han salido dos
32-33.
y aquí Mike
Virginia with the
Krzyzewski
rally.
tiene que pedir tiempo para volver a imponer.
I'm gonna thank those guys at ESPN for that Spanish feed for us tonight. Let's see what's going on in the chat box. You can comment on the game, or we'll have a question of the night later. And no new action in the chat box. And we are in a break. Well, 2-point game. I thought Duke was about to run away with it. But Virginia's staying in it, so impressive. You don't want to see a blowout too early. Tonight's play-by-play reaction video sponsored by TreasureHunt.ga. Again, we're going to let the network finish out the first half.
Han venido de 3 fuentes. Williamson tiene 12, Barrett tiene 12, Reddish tiene 7. Solo una clavada de White ha sido la única otra canasta de parte de Duke.
Bueno, Zion Williamson y R.J. Barrett ambos con 12 puntos. Acá intento que se queda corto de Barrett. Reddish tiene 7.
En serio que son malos tirando de 3. 2 de 9 hoy.
Y ahora mueve la pelota Hunter. Llega la doble marcación sobre él. Por eso es que Guy tenía espacio para tirar de 3. El rebote, sin embargo, lo capturó Marquez Bolden. Reddish. Penetra. Y recuperó la pelota Barrett. White falló desde la esquina. Williamson con un rebote cristal. Para adentro. Falta. Cuéntela. Otra vez a la línea de castigo Zion Williamson.
Esa es la mejor ofensiva que tiene Duke. Rebotes ofensivos y luego volver a poner el balón en la canasta. hasta ahora tiene 19 rebotes totales y 11 puntos en cuanto a segundas oportunidades contra solo 2 de Virginia en este partido.
Último minuto de la primera mitad. Presionando White, el pase robado
Turnover.
por Reddish y le pone
Duke driving the
velocidad
lane, 3
hacia
on
afuera
2.
con Barrett. Flotadita
It's
y
good.
para adentro.
Finesse.
Así que gana por 5 Duke, 37-32.
Lo que ha podido hacer muy bien Virginia es limitar a Duke en el contragolpe, algo que Duke normalmente hace muy bien. Apenas la segunda canasta en contragolpe de Duke en el partido.
Locura.
You're going to hold for the last shot. Virginia has
el
it down by
estadio.
5, 9, 8, 7. No good. Isolation.
Se la
3,
dejan a Jerome.
2.
Falta.
And there's a foul.
Falta de Bolden.
Y será 1 y 1. Y Bolden comete la falta. Y es
Going to the line, Virginia.
Jerome, que va a la línea, tirando 76.6%.
Misses.
Sí.
Duke's going to get the last second shot.
Se
At
terminó
the buzzer.
entonces la primera
No good.
mitad. Duke ha ganado durante prácticamente todo el partido. 37-32.
Y ahí pueden ver que Virginia ha anotado la mayoría de sus puntos en la pintura. Y los 37 puntos de Duke, 6 más de lo que habían permitido en esta temporada.
¿Cómo vas a controlar las segundas oportunidades de Duke?
No hemos hecho un gran trabajo bloqueando debajo de la canasta. Tenemos que hacer mejor trabajo ahí. No puedes dar tantos rebotes ofensivos y segundas oportunidades. Tenemos que trabajar en eso.
¿Cómo van a meter ofensivamente en la segunda mitad?
Ellos están cambiando de 1 a 5. Es el primer equipo que nos están dando, que lo está haciendo. Entonces tienes que hacer buenas jugadas en la pantalla. Entonces tenemos que ser un poco más certeros.
Bueno, se viene el reporte del medio tiempo. Nosotros nos vemos en el inicio de la segunda mitad. Está ganando Duke a Virginia en duelo de equipos número 1 por ESPN.
En esta jornada, el Diablo buscará residencia en tierras jaliscienses. Mañana, Chivas, Toluca, por ESPN Deportes.
Siente el Super Bowl 53 por ESPN Deportes.
More McFun at the McWendy's. This time I actually decided to get out of my car, not hit the drive-through lane, go inside, and order talking to an actual person. But to the guy behind me, you want to take your receipt and go sit the fuck down. They put a little number on there. They'll call your name when it's ready. You know, they got like a little microphone, and they'll be like, Bob, your pizza's ready. And then you can go up there and get your food. So the fact that I sit down and I'm not hovering over the counter waiting for my food to come out really just confuses him and throws him for a loop. So he thinks, of course, that the next order coming out is his. So he's hovering over the counter, and wouldn't you know it, you know, he's got his nose, his schnoz halfway up my fries, and he's nibbling at my food before he realizes, oh, well, that's not mine. So, dude, sit down. They'll call your number. You can show a little class. Wait just an extra second. I'm angry, and I don't know why. Rah!
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow one baby. So we'll poison one with some American soft drinks. And get that kid a diaper before he goes to the bathroom on somebody.
年年庆有
You buy #1 American White Devil soda. Yeah, Frankie Chung has dishonored his ancestors making this. I choo-choo chang you.
Because of what Ethan happened, Wisconsin did to Michigan. 26 for half. Scotty up 52-46. Now this is late. Michigan's trying to save themselves. And Iggy Brasdeikis gets the intentional foul, the flagrant foul on Hap. Do you like the call, Seth?
No, I don't like the call. I think he's trying to go for the ball. He was late for the play, but right there he's going for the ball.
That's not what they call
Hap.
That's not really they call the foul. They call the foul here, though.
Yeah.
That was a good call. I think they had to call it. Hap gets it back. All right, argue. Well, we can discuss.
We don't need to argue. I think Ethan Hap was great in the second half. 16.7 rebounds. Obviously a marquee win. You can't win a game if you're Michigan on the road if you turn it over 16 times.
Reavers finished it, 10-point win for Wisconsin, a big one. Kansas went on the road against West Virginia. West Virginia hadn't won a Big 12 game all year. Derek Culver cutting in and scoring. West Virginia within one. Now, Jermaine Haley goes and scores.
What a big-time shot for West Virginia. Kansas had 18 turnovers in this ballgame.
This is very rare for Bill Self's team right now. Gerald Vick going one-on-one, trying to make a play instead of trying to get others involved. They had a timeout left.
Exactly.
And Dedrick Lawson had a good look on the foul, rushed it a bit. West Virginia wins it by one. You got number 2 and number 7 going down. Top 15 matchup, Kentucky and Auburn. Tyler Hero South had a great game. He had 20.
Tyler had 20. Keldon Johnson had 20. That backcourt is emerging. To me, as we watch this Kentucky team, they're getting better each and every night. Bryce Brown was terrific for Auburn today, though.
Boy, Jared Harper, somehow that didn't go in. Auburn had to foul. Kentucky had a couple of free throws. 3 seconds left on the clock, and Emmanuel quickly missed the second one. Samir Doty had one field goal all day, and they needed him to have 2. And Auburn loses at home, 82-80. Big win on the road for Calipari's team. We're here at Cameron Indoor. Duke up on Virginia, 37-32. The most points, the Cavaliers, the only undefeated team left in the country, have allowed in the first half, and the first time they've trailed at the half. What's the big takeaway from the day so far?
Well, when Kansas loses to a team that lost 5 in a row and they played without Sagaba Konate, the Big 12 is wide open for Iowa State and Texas Tech to win it.
Kentucky's getting better each and every time out. For that young team to go on the road and win at Auburn, and as you watch Tyler Hero, Ashton Hagans, and Keldon Johnson emerge, this team is for real. Second weekend team developing into a Final Four team.
Really?
They're not Tennessee yet,
wow.
though. But I'll tell you what, they're getting better.
Wow, I'm holding you to that one. I
tell you what,
I got a list of the things I'm holding you to right here.
That was an impressive thing. I didn't mean to put you in a bad spot on the foul, but I hated that they called the foul in the Wisconsin game, but they had to, didn't they?
I thought the ball was advanced pass. He tried to make a play. I don't know. That guy's trying to make a play.
They're making some plays. Virginia's still in it.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep Wrangler, 2019 Motor Trend SUV of the Year.
Tonight, it's champion versus champion. TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo.
Únete a la diversión con el Fantasy Football de ESPN. Elige entre los torneos más importantes del mundo, incluyendo Liga MX. Arma un equipo con tus jugadores favoritos, ponlos en acción y mira sumar tus puntos. Invita a todos tus amigos a competir y ver quién gana en tu propia liga de fantasía. Regístrate en espndeportes.com/fantasyfc y juega al Fantasy Football de ESPN hoy.
Llegó la hora. El Super Bowl 53 el 3 de febrero por ESPN Deportes.
En esta jornada, el Diablo buscará residencia en tierras jaliscienses mañana. Chivas, Toluca, por ESPN Deportes.
Tonight, the UFC premieres on ESPN Plus with a true super fight. Champion versus champion. UFC bantamweight title holder TJ Dillashaw moves to flyweight to face king of the 125-pound division, Henry Cejudo.
Tienes un proyecto, necesitas una parte, así que vas a autoson.com, encuentras la parte, ordenas la parte con entrega gratis al día siguiente y te duermes. Al día siguiente, te llega la parte y terminas el proyecto. Entrega gratis al día siguiente de AutoZone, disponible en más de 100,000 partes.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep Wrangler, 2019 Motor Trend SUV of the Year.
ESPN Plus is a must for UFC fans. It is home to exclusive live events, original content, and a library of top UFC fights for only $4.99 a month. Simply download the ESPN app and tap on the ESPN Plus tab to start your 7-day free trial. The streaming service is also available on your computer at ESPN.com and via the ESPN app on TV-connected devices. Get ESPN Plus today by downloading the ESPN app or visiting ESPN.com.
Yeah, title fight tonight on ESPN Plus. Cejudo and Dillashaw, 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Of course, we're giving you a megacast ISO look at the Duke freshman right now on ESPN Plus. Well worth the investment. You can see it's tonight a great fight. Flyweight championship between Henry Cejudo and TJ Dillashaw. Not exactly the heavyweight battle that you would expect with Alabama and Tennessee. Crimson Tide's been scuffling. Tennessee's number 3, but late in the game, Tide was up. Admiral Schofield makes one.
Admiral Schofield, Grant Williams, probably one of the best front courts in the nation. Look at that versatility right there by Schofield.
They were brutal in the second half. Alabama was brutal from the free throw line.
Alabama had a chance to win this game. How about Jordan Bowden? He's giving them another offensive option. In league play, he's averaging 18 points, shooting 45 from the 3.
John Petty was called for travel. He was the only reason Alabama was in this game. He had 30, but Volunteers win it by 3 to avoid the home upset. By 19 in a row at home, I believe, for Rick Barnes' team. North Carolina and Miami.
Heels.
How about Kobe White? I wish all of these Duke fans could see the guys about to score here. They would go, Luke, Luke.
How about this team? I mean, when you dominate the boards, you also have 26 assists in this ball game. Carolina playing back to their pace.
And Kobe White, 8 assists of those 20-plus assists. And he's making the game easier for others. And every time Cam Johnson shoots it, today you thought it was going in.
Well, he'd gone 2 games without making a 3. Kenny Williams, who has struggled a little bit from beyond the arc, knocked it down 2. And Carolina now won 2 in a row after dumping that game at home against Louisville. Give me a quick second half adjustment in the Duke Virginia game.
Virginia, you got to shrink the court when Barrett and Zion Williamson get the ball up top, and you got to find a way to cut those guys out off the glass. They're hurting them on the glass.
Yeah, Duke is starting a lineup that's 6'7" or taller, which they're absolutely destroying Kihei and Kyle Guy and Ty Jerome in the paint. I wouldn't be surprised if Virginia switched up, went to a zone, forced Duke to shoot the ball from the outside.
I think the biggest key is who has quick hands like Jay Will just had to save Seth from getting hit by a basketball. This has been the Jeep Halftime Report.
Únete a la diversión con el Fantasy Football de ESPN. Elige entre los torneos más importantes del mundo, incluyendo Liga MX. Arma un equipo con tus jugadores favoritos, ponlos en acción y mira sumar tus puntos. Invita a todos tus amigos a competir y ver quién gana en tu propia liga de fantasía. Regístrate en espndeportes.com/fantasyfc y juega al Fantasy Football de ESPN hoy. Únete a la diversión con el Fantasy Football de ESPN. Elige entre los torneos más importantes del mundo, incluyendo Liga MX. Arma un equipo con tus jugadores favoritos, ponlos en acción y mira sumar tus puntos. Invita a todos tus amigos a competir y ver quién gana en tu propia liga de fantasía. Regístrate en espndeportes.com/fantasyfc y juega al Fantasy Football de ESPN hoy.
En esta jornada, el Diablo buscará residencia en tierras jaliscienses frente a los Choriceros, un rebaño que no dará pelea fácil. Mañana, Chivas, Toluca, por ESPN Deportes.
Tonight, it's champion versus champion. TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo. Tonight, the UFC premieres on ESPN Plus with a true super fight. Champion versus champion. UFC bantamweight title holder TJ Dillashaw moves to flyweight to face king of the 125-pound division, Henry Cejudo.
Esta presentación de H&R Block nos tiene con DeAndre Hunter sumando 11 puntos. Es el máximo goleador de Virginia. R.J. Barrett tiene 14 para Duke, lo mismo que Zion Williamson, incluyendo esta clavada con todo y el golpe en el brazo. Man of Steel.
Eso, cada vez que lo veo, y ya lo vi como 20 veces por Twitter, aparte de verlo aquí en la repetición, es más impresionante cada vez que lo veo, porque...
All right. Welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half here at Duke. Virginia down by 5. Tall order for them to come here and beat Duke, especially after Duke got beat versus Syracuse a few days ago. Duke's going to be out for revenge. I smell blood, but Virginia's staying in it. Still a good game. For Virginia, Hunter has 11 points, and Guy has 9. Their point guard's pretty good, surprising a lot of people there. He's not big, but he's fast, and he's not afraid of those big guys. If there's, I mean, this is entirely in Spanish. What are they doing here?
Tiro que falla Duke, ¿quién va a agarrar el balón? Está dividido.
I guess so. All right, Virginia's going to bring it in, and we are underway for the second half. All right. Still playing against Duke's man-to-man defense, and Virginia throws that one away. Duke's gonna get it back. Duke trying to get a little pick and roll. Virginia goes to a zone defense, at least when they're inside the paint, some sort of hybrid defense. It's man-to-man against the guards, but when it's Williamson, it's either a double team or a two-man zone. There's a foul. Virginia wrestles for the rebound, retains possession. Virginia down by 5 here. 19:08 left in the second half. Virginia's going to try to get into the paint, box, trying to back down to the paint. Can't convert on the 2. Gets the rebound, kicks it out, pass, drives the lane, and picks up 2. 3-point game. We're going to take it back to these guys, play-by-play in Spanish.
Reddish, muy fuerte su tiro. El rebote se lo disputaban entre dos jugadores de los Cavaliers.
Rebound Cavaliers.
Y aquí viene DeAndre Hunter. Diakite con Kyle Guy. Desde la esquina. Diakite. No. Y viene Zion Williamson. Intento de 3. Reddish. Muy fuerte. Rebote para Virginia. Le quedó a Kyle Guy.
Guy with the rebound.
2 de 12 para Duke desde larga distancia, 16.7%, lo que quiere Virginia.
Ahora, Diakite, no. Y viene Barrett. Penetración, falta sobre R.J. Barrett.
DeAndre Hunter cometiendo la falta.
All right, welcome aboard. It is Virginia at Duke. We've got a 3-point game here early in the second half. I'm Cruasher Wilson. That was just a little bit of the broadcast in Spanish from ESPN. They're not giving you an English broadcast tonight. It's okay, you can sync up your YouTube channel here with your TV. Fortunately, the players are playing in English, and Duke misses that free throw attempt. R.J. Barrett's going to shoot again, and a rare double miss. R.J. Virginia gets the rebound, down by 3. Man-to-man defense from Duke. Virginia looking for an opening. Try and run it, pick and roll, nothing there. They're going to have to force a shot here with 4 on the shot clock. Turnover. Duke gets it. All right. Pressure defense from Duke there. They drive the lane. Tough layup, but it gets in there. 5-point lead for Duke. 17 minutes to go and play.
De sus puntos, de los 39 puntos han sido en la pintura.
Virginia boxing out in the paint, and they get it.
Que le saca algunos centímetros a White.
White mide 6 pies, 7 pulgadas.
Jack Salt. His first points of the game off the bench. The Salt Man. He's about as white as a grain of salt, too. Williamson. And it rolls out. It hung on the rim for an eternity and falls out. But he gets the foul. Williamson, a good game, but not a great game tonight. I mean, he's coughed it up. He's made some turnovers, a few mistakes, but still on pace probably to get 30 points. But it just looks like he's capable of even more. And he misses a free throw attempt. It's a 3-point game. Duke 39, Virginia 36. Williamson shooting his second. That one is good. (40-36). Virginia drives the lane, kicks it out. Wide open 3. Money. Hunter. Sorry, correction. Jerome with the 3. He's 3 for 8 on the game. All right, Duke has at the top of the key, trying to find an opening. Driving the lane and jams it in. All right. That is their guard, Jack White. Number 41. That's his second basket on the day. Virginia needed that. Correction, Duke needed that. They're up by 3, 42-39. All right, guys trying to get something going here for Virginia, and he wills that layup in against those much bigger defenders. All right, Williamson has it, passes it for 3-point attempt, no good from Duke. Virginia with the rebound. Virginia going to reset here at the top of the key. Feeds it down low, boxes out. The hook shot no good, and there's a foul on Williamson. Virginia to the line. Virginia will not go quietly into that good night, sir. They're sticking around. Welcome aboard, Cruasher Wilson here with all your live play-by-play reaction. Alright, they are in a break, so we're going to take a break. We've got more live play-by-play of this close game between Duke and Virginia.
More McFun at the McWendy's. This time I actually decided to get out of my car, not hit the drive-through lane, go inside, and order talking to an actual person. But to the guy behind me, you want to take your receipt and go sit the fuck down. They put a little number on there. They'll call your name when it's ready. You know, they got like a little microphone, and they'll be like, Bob, your pizza's ready. And you can go up there and get your food. So the fact that I sit down and I'm not hovering over the counter waiting for my food to come out really just confuses him and throws him for a loop. So he thinks, of course, that the next order coming out is his. So he's hovering over the counter, and wouldn't you know it, you know, he's got his nose, his schnoz halfway up my fries, and he's nibbling at my food before he realizes, oh, well, that's not mine. So, dude, sit down. They'll call your number. You can show a little class. Wait just an extra second. I'm angry, and I don't know why. Ah.
We are still in a break. One-point game. I think these injuries are really starting to hurt Duke. Starting to show up. You wonder if they would have lost to Syracuse if they had a full complement. But you figure, you know, even the backup guy for Duke is good enough to start just about anywhere in Division I. These are all blue chip guys. .35 in the game, 1-point lead for Duke at home. And when they update the rankings, I don't think Duke's going to stay number one after that loss to Syracuse. Who do you think the number one team is going to be? You're going to comment in the chat box. Let's see what's going on in the chat box. Anybody talking in the chat box tonight? Who dat? Master was in the house. Yeah, here's some of that Spanish broadcast. We piped in a little bit of ESPN's Spanish team who are doing the play-by-play. I don't speak Spanish, but at least the players aren't playing in Spanish. All right, we're in the break, and we are back. 1 point game. Virginia has possession. Virginia for the layup, the miss, foul on Duke. I think that's going to be on Williamson. How many does he have here? That is his second foul. Virginia throwing it in. All right. Jerome has it. They're going to pass it around the outside perimeter here. Little 2-on-1 under the basket, no good. Foul on Duke. Key is going to go to the line. All right, Key is off the bench, shooting 2 for Virginia, and we've got a tie game. He makes the first one, 42-42. Virginia now with the lead, up by 1. Williamson's gonna take on the entire team. Big jam. And he's fouled. I don't know if that basket's gonna count, but gee whiz. He just went over the entire Virginia team. It's redonkulous. That's a no basket foul. Duke's going to throw it in. Trying to work their way down in the paint for 2. And as the Virginia defender falls down. All right. So now we're back and forth with the lead. Duke now again with the lead. They've pretty much had the lead the whole game. Virginia trying to find an open man. Drives the lane. 2-pointer is good. Nice layup there in traffic. Duke quickly answers back. Williamson with the left-handed layup. Yeah, you're going to have to double team Williamson. They've got a special zone they're running on him. But they can't stop him. Williamson with 17 points on the day. Let's take it back to these guys on ESPN with some Spanish play-by-play.
Balón siempre en movimiento, difícil de tapar, así como que te la enseña, te la quita, te la vuelve a enseñar y cuando quieres hacer algo la estás recogiendo después de que botó en el piso.
No siempre vas con el equipo de tu ciudad natal, ¿no?
No siempre.
Ahora, Key penetra, Cristal para adentro. Y Virginia toma la ventaja, 47-46.
Estos son dos mastodontes en el centro del ring, dándose con todo.
Layup, brother.
Y aquí viene Zion. Williamson, falta, cuéntela.
Williamson with the basket and the foul. He's in
Saben que va a tirar por izquierda, le tratan de quitar la mano izquierda, lo mandan a la derecha, penetra igual, le cometen la falta, tira de zurdo y encesta. ¿Qué más quieren?
Este es el show de Zion Williamson. Todos los demás estamos solo
broadcasting team on ESPN doing the coverage in Spanish tonight. I'm Bone Crusher Wilson, and make sure you like and subscribe for more play-by-play reaction videos. We do college basketball, NFL, MLB. And Williamson at the line. In and out. And Virginia's going to get it's out of bounds. I think they're going to get that to Virginia. Yeah. 48-47, Duke with the lead. Virginia's going to run it up the court. They're moving pretty quick, passing around. Tight man-to-man from Duke. No openings there. Drives a baseline and gets it in. Making something out of nothing at all. I don't know. I might want to listen to more of those guys in Spanish. Yeah.
Entrenadores y lo de la prensa asociada. En este caso, Duke es el número 1 según la prensa asociada, Virginia según los entrenadores.
Diakite con buena defensa, jugador de Guinea.
Guy estableciendo su ritmo el equipo de Virginia. Bien la penetración de Clark. La pelota sigue siendo para Virginia con 9 para tirar.
Metió la mano Jack White ahí para prevenir la clavada fácil.
Gran ambiente, gran partido. Hay una pausa y ya volvemos.
Tonight, the UFC premieres on ESPN Plus with a true super fight. Champion versus champion. UFC bantamweight title holder TJ Dillashaw moves to flyweight to face king of the 125-pound division, Henry Cejudo.
Siente el Super Bowl 53 por ESPN Deportes.
En esta jornada, el Diablo buscará residencia en tierras jaliscienses. Mañana, Chivas, Toluca, por ESPN Deportes.
Tonight, it's champion versus champion. TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo.
Únete a la diversión con el Fantasy Football de ESPN. Elige entre los torneos más importantes del mundo, incluyendo Liga MX. Arma un equipo con tus jugadores favoritos. Ponlos en acción y mira sumar tus puntos. Invita a todos tus amigos a competir y ver quién gana en tu propia liga de fantasía. Regístrate en espndeportes.com/fantasyfc y juega al Fantasy Football de ESPN hoy.
Y bueno, esta es una tradición en Duke que se quedan en tiendas de campaña.
Porque el primero que llegue, primero que se puede sentar.
Y mira, tienen que pasar un examen.
Y esta vez distribuyeron los asientos dependiendo qué tal te fue en la prueba.
Si algunos... la robó Williamson. Fallaron solo 3 y por eso es que ganaron.
Y ¿sabes qué? Uno ve esto y no solo la cantidad de afición, no es un estadio muy grande, es 8,000 y pico los que caben dentro de Cameron, pero el ambiente y todo lo que hay Y luego vas y ves lo que pasa, por ejemplo, en UCLA, en donde nunca llenan Pauley Pavilion.
Falta en ataque.
Y dices, ¿cómo? Hablando del equipo histórico de la NCAA. Y una dificultad enorme por llenarlo. Yo sé que hay mil cosas que hacer en Los Ángeles, pero no importa, es UCLA.
Ya está.
No.
Hay mucho que hacer.
No estés dándoles pretextos, por favor.
De Williamson. Y el tráfico para llegar a Westwood. Williamson penetra, genera otra falta. Es una máquina de generar faltas.
¿Cuánta gente va a UCLA?
No, pues es una universidad grande.
Sí.
4 faltas ya para Diakite.
Horda les decimos.
Y esto empata el partido desde la línea Zion.
Mira.
Mirada al rival, como diciendo, te reto que me trates de parar.
Uno ve cómo él anota, la velocidad, la reacción y la calidad de poner ese balón de nuevo adentro. 23 para Williamson, 20 para Barrett.
Sembrado número 1, Duke en casa solo perdió 4 veces, incluyendo el lunes contra Syracuse. Las otras 3 derrotas fueron contra Carolina del Norte. No quieren sumar a Virginia en esa lista muy pero muy selecta. El rebote ofensivo fue para Ty Jerome. Menos de 9 minutos ya. Hunter penetra, falta. Me parece es de Marquez Bolden.
Así es, mientras tanto reaccionó un poco tarde ahí Williamson para evitar la embestida a la canasta. Creo que pudo haber ido mucho más rápido. Esta es la jugada anterior. Qué pase, qué buena jugada. Salt leyéndolo a la perfección también, metiéndose. Y la reacción tardía de parte de Cam Reddish que le permitió a Salt tener una canasta de bandeja. Este es el partido número 171 entre estos dos. Duke arriba 119-51, mientras que en Cameron está 52-9 a favor de los Dukies.
El lunes hay doble cartelera de baloncesto colegial por ESPN desde las 7, no se lo pierda. Virginia Tech, North Carolina y Iowa State contra Kansas. Para el primer partido vamos a estar acá con Roberto. Reddish. Falta. Y es Hunter. Es la segunda para DeAndre Hunter.
Solo Diakite está en problema de faltas. Tiene 4. No solo problema, enorme problema para él. Ha jugado 17 minutos y las faltas los han limitado a Diakite, que es titular. Entonces tienes jugadores como Guy, Jerome y Hunter que están cerca de 30 minutos o cerca de 30, y Diakite ha sido limitado a 17. Mientras tanto se ha emparejado bastante en cuanto a rebotes totales, 24-21 ahora. Solo más 3 está Duke.
Moviendo la pelota Virginia, la pelota sigue siendo para ellos con 13 en el cronómetro.
Desvió el balón Williamson. Mira el público, mira el público. Atrae como un imán.
Intento de 3. Guy falló, el rebote le quedó al final en las manos a Zion Williamson. Ventaja de 1 para Duke, pero Williamson perdió la pelota.
Williamson quería la falta. Y parece que Mike Krzyzewski también, al menos de que esté imitando una celebración neozelandesa de rugby. encantan las celebraciones, el haka de los neozelandeses.
Interesante. Clark. Salt. Ahora es Kyle Guy. Jerome Key. Y le cometieron falta a Braxton Key. Así que Virginia desde la línea podrá volver a tener ventaja. Y bueno, no esperábamos menos de un duelo de equipos sembrados número 1.
Únete a la diversión con el Fantasy Football de ESPN. Elige entre los torneos más importantes del mundo, incluyendo Liga MX. Arma un equipo con tus jugadores favoritos, ponlos en acción y mira sumar tus puntos. Invita a todos tus amigos a competir y ver quién gana en tu propia liga de fantasía. Regístrate en espndeportes.com/fantasyfc y juega al Fantasy Football de ESPN hoy.
Siente el Super Bowl 53 por ESPN Deportes.
En esta jornada, el Diablo buscará residencia en tierras jaliscienses frente a los Choriceros, un rebaño que no dará pelea fácil. Mañana, Chivas, Toluca, por ESPN Deportes.
Tonight, it's champion versus champion. TJ Dillashaw versus Henry Cejudo. Tonight, the UFC premieres on ESPN.